everyone. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my live. Yes, guys, live from Celi's kitchen this morning, guys. So, guys, this morning I have a lot of interesting things to do for you today, and I also have some gift giveaways. Yes, guys, some interesting gift giveaways. So let's see who's gonna win the first prize this morning. Yes, good morning, good morning, good morning. So I'm waiting on the live to build up. So the first person who pops up wins a prize. Yes, I'm giving the opportunity to those who is always complaining about, oh, I never win anything. So if you pop up, first on my live this morning, just type I'm here. If I don't see it on Restream, at least Carmen, good morning. You are here. You are indeed here, Carmen. So, Carmen, you just won a prize. Let's see what's in the bag. Let's see what's in the bag, Carmen. I have little knickknacks. Little knickknacks. I think you won a spatula already. You won a spatula already or a brush. I think you won a brush. All right, so you get the spatula set this morning, Carmen. I found some more spatula sets. So this is the prize you won this morning, Carmen. So let's give it up for Carmen this morning. The first person popping up on my live stream. You indeed win this prize. So let's see who's going to win the second prize. The other person who wants to type I am here. If you type I am here, you win the second prize. You win the second prize. And the second prize is a nicer gift. Yeah, I think I'm going to give it to the second person. I'm going to give somebody else an opportunity to win. So if you want to win the second prize, just type in the chat, I am here or I'm here, whichever one. Let's see who's going to win our second prize this morning. I'm trying to give away some gifts to people who has never gotten a gift. Yes. So if you type I'm here on this chat, after Carmen, you win a prize. All right, guys. So today, Shirley, I'm here. Okay, Shirley, guess what? You won a nice prize this morning. And I'm giving away a pumpkin cup because it's the season. Yes. So, Shirley, you won a pumpkin cup. Yep. Pretty pumpkin cup. You won a cup this morning. So, Carmen won our first prize. And Shirley won our second prize, which is this pumpkin cup. You have to text me and tell me how I'm going to get this to you because I think you're in another country, if I'm correct. So I have to work that out with you. Alrighty. So this morning, I am making some quesadillas, but these are some mini quesadillas. Let me wash my hands. Although I washed it before, I like to wash it on live. Because, we practice proper hygiene in our kitchen. Yeah, we practice, hygiene in our kitchen. So I have to make sure my hands are always clean for my audience. All right, then. So this morning I'm using the Mission brand Zero Net Carbs Sun-Dried Tomato Basil. And I like tomato basil on everything I eat sometimes. Yep. So these are some tortillas, which I'm going to toast and I'm going to make them into quesadillas. I'm also going to make some sandwiches. But ask me, what kind of sandwich and quesadillas we make? We make the healthy version, the vegan version this morning. So I'm going vegan this morning. So first, I have some chickpeas here from the can. I would have preferred to use the regular chickpeas and boil it, but in the interest of time, I had to use the Goya brand from the can, the chickpeas. So what I am going to do while I'm talking to you, I'm going to put this pot on with a little bit of water. Yep. Some infused virgin olive oil in the water, just a drop or two. And then we're going to put our chickpeas. Yeah, we're gonna put our chickpeas on. Wait, the fire now light. Oh, All right, so I'm going to put it on the back stove because I need to use this one. So while that warms up and cooks, I'm going to add a little Yana spice to it to give it some taste. So I'm adding some garlic and herb from our stash. You know, the chickpeas tend to have a blah taste, so we have to season it up. And of course, I'm adding Yana fish seasoning all purpose as well. So it has a little taste. So we're just warming up some chickpeas from the can. I'm using the Goya brand this morning. Let's toss this in the garbage. Alrighty. She said, yes, I'm in the Bahamas. I'll send you the mailing address. Okay, great. I came to the Bahamas in January. I was on a cruise. We stopped in Nassau, and we had a very great driver. I forgot his name. I have it in my phone, though. Trevor. Just remember his name, Trevor. Trevor toured us all over the place. We went to the Atlantis. We went to the beach. We went to KFC. We drive through the ghetto. We see the Prime Minister house. We see all them rich people. Michael Jordan house. We saw Rihanna's house. All these celebrity houses on these little islands out there. I saw all of that. Yeah, it was very nice. I loved it. KFC was different though. They had different flavors biscuit. And no, they had the biscuit, but the biscuit had different flavors, and it had a dip. It had these different dips, and I loved that. That was good. That was different. All right, and then we had the stew fish. Oh my God, me for telling about the stew fish. Jesus, me didn't think one bowl of soup me get. Yes, guys. Brianna and I went. Trevor dropped us at this nice restaurant. He said it's one of the best in the Bahamas. So we're hungry because we coming off the cruise. We didn't eat a cruise breakfast, of course. Everybody was dying to get off the ship. Good morning, Yvette. So, good morning, Miss Joyce. So, we went to this restaurant. And, of course, I saw everybody with a bowl, with a spoon. Some said, wait, then people are drinking brown soup early in the morning. Now, what is? Not knowing that it was the stew fish. That's one of their top dishes. So, the waitress came and she said the stew fish is the most popular thing. So me think so me get a nice brown stew fish on a platter. Me say when we get the bowl, it's one big bowl of gravy with this big piece of fish in it. And I mean, like 3 big pieces of fish. And then we saw Johnny cakes on the menu. So we thought it was fried dumpling, like how we eat fried dumpling. Lord Jesus. Or one big piece of bread, like sweet bread. But it tasted good. I'm not going to lie. The bread was amazingly good. It reminded me of a sweet bread. So the way they eat it, you have to dip that bread in the gravy of the fish. But the fish is in this big bowl, like a big bowl of soup. And people were literally drinking it. But the fish was tasty too, because apparently it was fried in a batter and seasoned. So it had this crispness, but it was in the gravy. But it was too much gravy for me. So I had some of the gravy with a bread thingy, and I had most of the fish, the tail part of the fish. But the fish was so big and filling. I was filled up in 5 minutes. And then the pineapple juice was amazing. She said stew fish and Johnny cake. Yeah, I had stew fish and Johnny cake. So that was my experience with the stew fish. Then later on, I learned on the beach, because I met a man and he's asking me how I like Bahamas. And I said, I like it. We had a great breakfast, but it was a little bit too much for me and a little bit too heavy for me in the morning. So he was explaining how they make it. And I'm like, Lord God, my cholesterol gone up. No. The man tell me if I'm wrong, Shirley. He said they have a pot with oil. Then they whip the flour. They make the flour into like a paste. Like how you make porridge. You make cornmeal porridge and you throw the water upon it and mix it first. And then you slowly mix it in the hot water. It's something similar, but you mix it in the oil. So you whip the flour batter in the oil. You whip it until it becomes nice and smooth like a porridge texture. And you season it. And then him say you fry the fish first, separate, and then you cook down the fish in that. Mr. Jesus, my cholesterol gone up. So when I get back on the boat, I'm going to stop up omega-3. Because I'm like, oh God, I'm going to get a heart attack. No, don't get me wrong. The food tastes good. But when him tell me how they make it, I say, no, sir. This is going to kill me. But the experience was good. The experience was indeed good. And I actually learned how to make it on the beach later on. Maybe I will make it one day, but my version. I will change it up a little. Maybe I wouldn't use the oil like that. Or maybe if I'm using oil, I might use olive oil or something more healthy that won't clog my arteries. So, hey, that was my experience with steelfish in the Bahamas. Anyway, I'm going to chat too much. Okay, guys, so over here for you, those of you who are just joining the live, I'm going to put on one gloves because I know I'm burning up my hand. I am boiling, well, the chickpeas is already cooked from the can, so I seasoned it, and I'm just softening it up a little bit over here on the fire, and I'm going to be cooking this morning. I'm going to be making some quesadillas. So I'm making some vegan quesadillas. Good morning, ya damn. Welcome to the live. Yeah, man, vegan restaurant this morning. Right up in the kitchen. So I have some chopped up mushrooms over here, guys. And of course, I have my seasoning. And of course, I have our spices that is made by Seely's Kitchen, which is our Yana spices. And I'm using the fish / all-purpose. We have our pimento from St. Andrew Hills in Jamaica. I have a grinder on it, so I'll be grinding some of this in. And of course, we have our Seely's Kitchen garlic and herb in this bottle right here. And I'm adding some smoked paprika and some ketchup, some Bragg's coconut liquid aminos. Yes, so I'm using this instead of using browning or soy sauce. It's more healthier and it's better for my health. And over here, guys, remember I made some tamarind sauce from last week. I did have it in the fridge. I'm going to add little tamarind sauce in our quesadillas this morning. So we're having a nice quesadilla. Yes, man, it's a turn up. All right, guys. So, me talk too much now. Let me get cracking. I want to use the knife and let me wash it off. All right, so let me get my pot in the meantime. All right, so I'm using this pot because it cooks things fast, and I just love it. It has become my favorite pot in the kitchen right now. All right, so I don't want to block anything. So over here, I have some sweet Vidalia onion, which I'm chopping up. Yes, I have some sweet Vidalia onions. And of course, I have 4 peg of garlic, Jamaican style. Them say 4 peg of garlic. So I'm going to just grate it on the side because we have to add garlic to this to make it taste good. And I think Yvette is watching my live. Yvette Halstead. This week she had my stewed mushrooms for the first time. And guys, she said she loved it. So this is kind of similar, but it will be in a quesadilla. That's the only difference. All right, so I have grated some garlic, and I'm just gonna chop up some scallion, which we call green onion in America. Why am I fancy name for them something here? Jesus. And we grew up and call it scallion or escallion. All right, so I have some grape tomatoes, which I'm adding in the mix this morning. And these are some baby bell peppers, which I'm chopping up too. Because you know you have to season up the thing good. So who said vegans can't? And I'm not a vegan yet, but I'm trying to be one. So I've been eating a lot of plant-based foods. I've been eating a lot of less meat. Well, I really don't eat meat like that. I don't eat meat. I don't eat red meat. But the chicken, I mean, I eat it sparingly every now and then. All right, so we have some chopped up seasoning here, ready to go. All right, so I'm using the white baby Bella mushroom. Hey, Monique, how are you? Good morning. She said 4 cloves. You're too fancy, Shirley. A 4 pegs of garlic. Good morning, Carol. Good morning to all the people who are joining my live. And I have 2 giveaways left. And one is very interesting. All right. So I gave away 2 gifts this morning, so don't come on too late. I gave away a pumpkin cup and I gave away a spatula. All right. So I have another cup and I have another brush. All right. My pot is hot. I can smell it. So I am going to season this mushroom real quick. So I'm adding some garlic and herb from Celie's Kitchen, one of our spices that we have on the market. I'm adding some smoked paprika to it as well. And of course, I'm adding our fish seasoning, which everybody tell me, please don't call it fish seasoning. Them say call it allspice. She said, become a member, level spice. What is that? Your stuff greened up. What? Stephanie said, I said, good morning, and you're not answer me. Oh, you're so jealous, Stephanie. I never see a man. Sure. I said, boy, I said, my watchers, them not easy, you know. They take me on when they're ready, you know. So I'm adding some Yana spices, one of our seasoning that is out there. And everybody love the Yana spices. They love it bad. Right now, I have some to drop off in Brooklyn. And I got threatened that if I don't carry it today, one waga happens. So I'm going to carry the people I'm seasoning to get them. All right, so I'm using some rosemary infused extra virgin olive oil. So I'm using a healthy oil to cook up our mushroom so we could make that interesting quesadilla this morning. Yeah. So I've added that to the pot. So I'm not going to use my hands because I don't want to season for my hands. So I'm going to do it the stush way. So I'm just going to use this and mix it up. Jamaicans. So you season it, like, guys, as if you were seasoning some meat. Yeah, just the same way you season meat, you season it just the same. So first, I'm going to be adding all my chopped up fresh seasoning in the pot. Oh, the pot are going like saying the hot. I turn it on and on. All right, let me turn up my fire. All right, guys, so you can hear my pot sizzling. So I'm sauteing all of this in the oil first. So the oil is already infused with rosemary. And Carol just sent me $10. Woo! Big up Carol, big up Carol. Big up Carol on YouTube. So guys, if you want to support our lives, we give back to you. You could send us some supers, some gifts, some funds. Yep. You could send it via Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube. All right, guys, so we are sauteing all this seasoning in the pot. And now we're going to add our mushrooms. Yeah, man, we cooked some mushrooms this morning, man. No meat. No meat. So I'm stirring this in the pot. And then we're going to add some fresh pimento from Jamaica. Yes. And this is Yana spices as well. This is one of the things we sell as a spice. This comes straight from yard. If you see the label, it says straight from yard. Yeah, meaning it comes from Jamaica. It's not the fake stuff up here. This is the real deal. When you open it and you smell it, and for those of you who have purchased it, you could tell the truth on the live how good it smells. All right, so I'm adding some pimento dust with the grinder in the pot. So this is adding some flavor to my quesadilla today. All right, so let's add our Bragg's amino acids sauce and our chickpeas is over there cooking, guys. Our chickpeas is over there bubbling away. So we eventually gonna add it to the pot as well. All right, so to this, we're gonna add some organic tomato ketchup, just for flavor and color. All right, and we're gonna stir this in. So now we're gonna add a little water. We're adding a little bit of water to the pot. So I just added some alkaline water. So we can get a nice little gravy on the side for the leftover. So we can eat it with some rice. All right, so now guys, I'm gonna add my chickpeas. And let's drain this excess water off. I don't want too much water in my thing. So we're adding some chickpeas to this. So we're making a nice vegan dish this morning. All right, so I'm gonna cover the pot and let it cook down a little bit. So I'm gonna put it on this back stove. Oops. So it's gonna stay over there and cook. All right, so over here we're gonna toast our tortillas so we could make our quesadilla. She said, oh, me can't find the page to buy the spice. Oh, you know why? I've taken down the www.seelyskitchen.com from Shopify because now we have an official website that should be launched by the latest Monday, Tuesday next week. Yes. So we have claimed our domain name from Shopify because I had hitched it to Shopify. So now it's on another platform. So we now have our official website. So the spices, the foods, our events, everything will be on that website. So if you want to book an event, you go on the website and book it. Yeah. If you want to pay for something, you could pay for it through the website. Yeah. I get it official and I get it up and running. So don't worry yourself. Trust the process. All right. All right, let me get rid of some of these. So over here, so guys, you know, say quesadilla can't make without cheese, right? This drop. So we have some, I can't even call the word. It's called Munster cheese, but it's vegan. And we have some dairy-free shredded cheddar. And these were bought in Aldi's. Yep. So we are gonna toast our quesadillas in a minute because they toast very fast. So I'm gonna talk to you a little bit. So last week we spoke about energy and how we can get energy on a daily basis. So if you notice, this week I came back with my alkaline bottle of water with some cut up beets in it. Last week I peeled the beets and I put them in the bottle on live for you. I hope you guys tried it. It gives you energy. Yes, it has nitric oxide in it, which is good for your heart and your cardiovascular system. And it also helps with your circulation of your blood because may have circulation problems, You know, when you hit that 50 mark, you have circulation problems. Yes, I do. I'm not ashamed to talk about it for my life. So little things like these, infused beet water helps. And if you do this on a daily basis, guess what gonna happen? Your blood are gonna flow good. It's gonna, help thinning your blood and you have a good blood flow. Yeah, so I'm gonna drink it for you on live. Yeah, I've been drinking this since this morning. So it reached down there, so I'm just leave a little bit for the live. And guys, it's very delicious. It doesn't really have a taste, but it has the beet flavor in it. And it gives me energy throughout the day. No matter how you get up and feel tired, just have your beet water. Make it from overnight. So when you wake in the morning, the water is infused with the beets. And before you eat or drink anything, just drink about 8 ounces of this. This sets the pace for the day. You won't feel sleepy. You won't feel tired. And you know, sometimes you eat the rice and them say the N word disease hit you the Jamaican way. This gives you energy. And the magnesium, our bodies need magnesium. Yes, guys. And this one, which I've been talking about, it has all the magnesium there is. It has the magnesium that's good for the muscle, for general overall wellness. And this one helps with the body function as well. And it helps, and it's non-GMO, and it's vegan, and it's good for you. Yes. When you get up in the mornings, you have a good bowel movement. Yes. So guess what? All the weight, you let it off where you eat the day before or the night before for dinner. Yes. So you have the energy to go through the day. So you make space for the other foods you're going to eat. The magnesium also helps with the blood pressure. Yeah, they put me on blood pressure pill. I have the whole other bottle of them in there. Yeah, I'm not saying I don't take it sometimes when it gets excessively high. I'm going to be real with you. But it helps to normalize your blood pressure. Yeah, magnesium. And you could Google it if you don't believe me, guys. But it's a fact. And I've seen results. All right, so my platter is already hot. Yes, guys. So, please, guys, top up on your magnesium for your blood pressure. For those of you on the live who have blood pressure problems, please, and let me bring it closer. It's called Top Locks Magnesium Complex. It has all the magnesium. Because, you know, you have magnesium citrate, you have magnesium, you have different ones. But this one pill have everything in it. So you don't need to buy 10 bottles of each magnesium. Everything is all in one pill. And it's good. And of course, guys, continue to hydrate with regular water. Make sure it's alkaline. Yes, because it neutralizes the acids in your body. And you know, when there are acids in your body, sometimes you end up with some form of cancer. Why you think people have cancer out there? It's acids in the body. So if you keep your body alkaline, cancer can't walk near you. Your cells will keep healthy because the alkalinity of the water is fighting all the acids in your body. Guys, if you know how much acids in your body, you'd have stopped eating some of the food then. Because remember, you eat fruits. Fruits have acids. Some of the juices you drink have citric acids and sorbate and all these things in it. That's why I don't drink them box juice when I'm out on the road. No, I don't. I don't drink those things. The foods you eat, the meat, the red meat, they're packed with acids. Yes. Why you think when you make stewed chicken or stew this or stew that or oxtail, you eat a big plate of oxtail. Later on in the night, you have heartburn. It's the acids in your stomach that's not neutralized. If you see these Chinese people eating sometimes, even in their own restaurant, they're not eating what they sell us black people. Them not eat it. Them not eat the chicken wings and the pork, the little pork bits and all. They're not eating that. All you see in their plate is some white rice and some green stuff. Yeah. And they're drinking some soup. Yeah, they're always drinking something hot. And if they're not drinking soup, they're drinking tea. They're not drinking anything cold. We have to have a big plate of rice with meat, no vegetable sometime, or if you do have vegetable, it's very little, which it should be the other way around. And we have a big glass of juice filled with ice. Guess what happens when you eat that hot food and then you drink that cold juice? Just the same way. Who will call me? Oh. I'm on my live. I have to call you back. Yes. Sorry about that, guys. So, just the same way you put on some curry goat in the fridge. And when you open that fridge, it sleep up. It look like butter. That's the same way you heat that hot food, drink that is filled with ice, and then guess what happened? Guess what it does on the inside? It sleep up same way, and then your stomach start burning you later on in the night, and you get up in the middle of the night with acid reflux. Yeah, and sometimes the acid reflux gets so bad it come up through your esophagus, come up through your nose, and want choke you in your sleep. Why you think a lot of people die in their sleep? Some of them eat and go sleep, and they choke on the acid reflux that's coming up. Some of them die of a heart attack because their arteries are clogged from the fat from these things that they eat. So guys, be mindful of what you eat. Drink a cup of tea while you're eating your food. It seems weird. I start doing it and I find that my digestion is better. Yep. Drink the juice after, or drink the juice before you eat. Drink the juice way like an hour before you eat. Yeah. But it helps. I'm telling you something that I know helps. All right, guys, I'm burning up my pot and I'm talking too much, but I'm just sharing some good ideas with you. All right, so I'm adding some quesadillas to this pan right here. And for those of you who are just joining, this is the Mission brand. It's zero net carbs. It's sun-dried tomato basil flavor. And it's keto certified. Yeah. I was careful when I was buying this morning because when we look on all of them, the sodium level in it is so high. This one is 150 milligrams, but the rest of them was like 400, 350. You hear me? No man, I stroke them one, get the people them. And they don't even care. You know why? Because it's putting money in their companies, but they are not thinking about the nutritional part of it, how it will affect people. But thank God me read everything before me bite. So I'm toasting these guys. So when this is cooked, ooh, guys, it looks so good. It looks so good. OMG. Let me rinse this off because it fell on the ground. Yes, guys. So our chickpeas and our mushroom mixture is ready. I'm going to add one little thing to it. And guys, you know, someone cook this something I never taste it. But it looks good though. I'm going to add some sweet and sour stir-fry sauce in it. Just to top it up. Just to top it up a little bit. Yep. So our sauce is nice and thick. See? It's nice and thick. All right. So we're going to make some quesadillas with that. All right. So let's take off our tortillas before them burn up. Because last week I burned up the whole of the waffles. Woo! All right, so I'm going to add about 2 more. Oh, no, I said I was going to make some sandwiches too. So let's do that. Let's add some bread. Let's add some bread. Let's add some bread. So we're just showing you different things that you could make with the mushroom. So if you don't feel like eating tortilla, you eat some bread with it. And this bread, guys, I told you before, the Martin's potato bread, it's zero fat. It's zero saturated fat. It has 1.5 total fat in total, and the sodium is 105. And it's only 90 calories per serving. So I always buy this bread because of, you know, the nutrition facts. All right, so we're toasting up some potato bread to go with that. So let's turn our stove off back here and let's get our stuff ready. So I have some lettuce. I have the cheese. And we're going to make a nice quesadilla and a nice sandwich. So you could be vegan, but you still could enjoy your food. She said, why you not answer Stephanie? What Stephanie say? Them not answer Stephanie long time. Gonna come off of the case that chop. All right, guys. So let's flip our bread because we don't want it burn up. Because this thing toasts the bread fast. And I want it almost burn. Let me turn it down. So as you can see, guys, the bread is toasted so quick. I could probably scrape off the one a little bit. Let me get another knife. All right. Let me scrape the edge of this. Just the edge. It's a little bit too brown. All right, guys. So our bread is ready. I can actually turn my fire off with the breads. And let's start by making our quesadillas. All right, so we have some nice chickpeas right here, so. And our mushrooms, yeah. We have everything ready like Freddy. All right, so let's make our, let me not block you guys because you want to see what I'm doing. And of course, I put in my tamarind sauce close by. I need that tamarind sauce because, you know, chickpeas go nice with tamarind sauce. For those of you watching from the Trinidad side, let me get a spoon. All right. Let's get another spoon so we can scoop up our mixture. I need a spoon with holes. Why, when you're looking at something and you want to use it, you can't find it. And when you don't want to use it, that's when you find it. All right, so let's use a big part. Oh, no. The perfect thing is here. This has holes. Because I don't want too much of the gravy inside of the sandwich, inside of the quesadilla. Because we don't want it wet. We don't want it wet at all. At all. We don't want it to be wet. Oops. So guys, if you're having a party, and you're having people over that don't eat meat, this is a great option for them. You know, this is something you could try. And they would certainly like it. Yep. You put a piece more mushroom right there, so on the edge. All right. So now I am going to add some cheese because the cheese is going to melt on top of the hot mixture, because that's the whole idea of a quesadilla. You need melted cheese. Yep. And then we're going to add some cheddar on top. Woo! Let me look and see if I found one right here. All right. So we're going to add some cheddar on top. Just a little bit, because remember that cheese is going to melt. All right. So now I'm going to put this on top. And we're waiting for the cheese to melt on that one. So let's do two of the breads now. So these are different varieties that you could do if you're having guests over. So I don't want the gravy. Save it for some rice later. Oops. And then on top of this one, I'm going to add the tamarind sauce. And then I'm going to add some lettuce. So we're making a sandwich with this one. And then we're going to add the cheese on top of the lettuce. And then we have a nice little sandwich right here. So let's do another one. I should have get the big platter and I got this big plate. So you're going to put this on the toast. Put some mushroom on the toast. And then we're going to put some tamarind sauce. And then we're going to put some lettuce. Yep. And then we put our last piece of cheese on. And then our bread. All right, so we're going to cut now because, and then we're going to clean up the plate because the side of the plate have little spillage from the side, you know. Little spilling. So you have to make sure your presentation say one and not two. Yeah. All right, so let me get a big knife now. Let me see which sharp knife I use. I use a screen knife and it's sharp. All right, so we're going to cut our sandwich. And then we're going to cut our quesadilla in two. I was going to cut it in four, but I'm cutting it in two because these are the mini ones. These are the mini ones, so you just want to cut it in two. So because you want to show what's inside the quesadilla, you got to turn it around. You got to turn it around. Oops, this one I cut good. It never cut right through. All right. So you're going to turn it around because you want to show John Public what's inside the quesadilla. So let's clean up the edge of the plate now. All right. So here is our presentation this morning. So you have some sun-dried tomato basil quesadilla filled with chickpeas, yes, and mushrooms. Yeah, I forgot to give it a name. I forgot to create a name at the end of the show. And of course, you could make sandwiches as well. Yeah. Sharisa sounds delicious, minus the chickpeas. You don't eat chickpeas, you better start eating it. It's a great source of protein. If you don't like the whole one, crush it. I never liked chickpeas either. But when my friend introduced me to doubles, that Trinidadian dish called doubles, nothing to me like chickpeas. I love chickpeas. All right. So we have made our sandwiches and quesadillas this morning. So we have one more last thing to make. Because I start making beverages on live, everybody wants to make beverage every week. Yep. So we're going to make a quick and easy beverage. So in this bowl, I have some okras. I have 3 okras. I have some fresh spinach, which I already washed. And some chia seeds. Some almond milk. I got tip like a Baileys when it done, man. And I have some coconut almond creamer from Trader Joe's and some oatmeal creamer as well. So we're gonna mix it up and see how it tastes. All right, maybe I should add some vanilla to it. I think I want to add some vanilla to it. Give it some flavor. All right, so let's do this, guys. So we're gonna have a nice drink with this. Okay. So let's add our almond milk. And this is a new one I'm opening. All right, so I'm adding about 8 ounces. Then I'm going to tip a little vanilla. Benjamin's Jamaican style. And then I'm going to add some coconut and almond creamer from Trader Joe's. Some chia seeds. Chia seeds is high in protein and fiber. I'm adding some oatmeal creamer. And of course, I'm going to add my spinach now. So let's add some spinach. And then I'm going to add my 3 okras. Yep, tell me I'm crazy today. You know, I make some crazy stuff up in here. So we adding okras to this drink this morning. Yep. Good morning, Sandra. Thanks for joining me. All right, so let's do this mix up and see how it tastes now. Guys, guess what? I'm gonna forget to add the ice. It's not too late. It's never too late for showering. I forgot to add the ice. And you know we keep it real in our kitchen. If we make mistakes, we admit it. I forgot to add the ice because it's not gonna be nice and chilled. Yep. So I'm adding about 6 cubes of ice. All right, so we add the ice now. I forgot to add the ice at the beginning. All right, so let's blend away again. I have to blend properly because of the okras that I put in. All right. So we have a nice healthy drink this morning. Yep. Oops. Avalanche. Everything wants to tumble over. All right. Let's see how this tastes. Yum. Yum, yum. Mmm. One little thing though. One little skirt in there. I'm adding a little Baileys. We get a straw. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It has the right taste now. Mm-hmm. Very delicious. So guys, we have a healthy breakfast this morning. It's these quesadillas, these sandwiches, and not to mention this drink with the spinach and the okras. Yeah, it's very tasty, guys. You should try this. Very good. And of course, the Baileys is optional, but it enhances the flavor. It enhances the flavor. All right, so before I go, guys, let me give away the 2 last gifts. So. Who can tell me 2 fruits that I used on my live a couple of weeks ago to make one of these blend up? If you can name 2 fruits that I've used in the past couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, you win. She said, Sharon Beckford, you could get a stand for the phone so we can see in the pot while you're cooking. Yeah, thanks for the idea, Sharon Beckford. Are you a new watcher? Yes, that's a very good idea. That's a very great idea. We're going to be setting up cameras over the stove shortly. So we're working on things. All righty. Because I don't use my phone to do my lives. We use Restream. And camera. Okay, Stephanie said pineapple and mango. You answered at 11:52.56 seconds. Yvette answered at 11:53.08 seconds. So Stephanie answered before Yvette. Yeah, Restream told me who answered first. Okay, so Stephanie, you won this soup cup. You wanted to win the what do you call it? The pumpkin cup so bad. I still couldn't find more pumpkin cups. I gave away mine today. So you won this Crofton, and you know Crofton brand is good. It's the soup cup. Could be teacup as well. It has an opening at the top. I love it. I never want to give it away, but I chose to give it away. Oh, Richard says, interesting blend up. Oh, Richie, you were watching my live. Okay, good. Good. So I'm giving away this cup this morning to Stephanie. She answered pineapple and mango. You're indeed correct. Yvette answered correctly too, but you answered a minute before her. 11.52 and 56 seconds. And she answered at 11:53.09 seconds. So Stephanie won the prize. All right, so let's give it up for Stephanie this morning for winning this dual purpose cup. So I have one little eeny weeny prize. It might look small. She said, I see me before Stephanie. No, but on the stream, it tells me who answered first by the timer, because it has a timer on it. It has a timer on it. It says 11:52.56. I could screenshot it for you after so you could see the facts. So we have one more gift giveaway this morning. We have one more gift giveaway, and it's this bottle brush. Guys, I have one over here, and it's amazing that I use in my kitchen. And let me tell you something. These are rubber. It's not the bristles. The bristles keep the germs between, but this, you spray some bleach on it and it's good again. It's rubbery and it does the job well. So I'm giving away this. It might look simple, but it's very extremely effective. It cleans inside of the bottles, inside of the cups. You have dried up stuff in the cup. It's very, very effective. So one more question. I hope you win this one, Yvette. One more question. There is a particular fruit. It's very high in potassium. I use it in the mornings to make my husband's shake most times. What's that fruit? What is the name of that fruit? It's very high in potassium. I use it a lot of times to make my husband's shake. And if you give me the correct answer, whoever typed that answer first, you win this brush. Yeah. You win this brush. You win this brush. I gotta go, guys. Come on, type the answer real fast. Come on, I'm waiting on you. I am waiting on you. Mango. No, it's not mango. Miss Joycey said banana. Oh, yes, it's indeed banana. It's not mango, it's banana. Almost every morning, I put a banana in Dwayne's shake. Yes, it's very high in potassium. And yesterday, I went shopping and I bought a whole bunch. It's Chiquita bananas. And of course, it's organic. See, it starts with a 9. 5 digits and a 9. That's how you know the fruit is organic. Yep. So let's give it up for Joycey. Tomorrow I'll bring it at church. You won this bottle brush. It's very high in potassium and I use it most mornings to make Dwayne's shake. So let's give it up for our winners today. And back to our dish today. We made some quesadillas and we made some very interesting vegan sandwiches. So guess what? I'm going to taste it for now and then I'm going to say ta-ta. All right, so I'll taste one quesadilla. Very nice. Very delicious. Let's taste a sandwich. Let's eat one of these sandwiches. The stuff is dropping out of it. Very delicious. Yvette said, give me some. So guys, oops, I'm trying to get a piece of napkin. Before I say goodbye, guys, for those of you who are watching this live today, If you're not yet subscribed to Celie's Kitchen YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok channel, please go over to one of these platforms, or all if you can, and subscribe. You could start following me, and on YouTube you could subscribe to our channel. And if you want to be a member of our Facebook channel, it's only $1.99 to be a exclusive member. You won't miss out on anything being a member. Everything that I post, you will be notified first. Not only that, you get a free gift giveaway every month when you join the membership for $1.99 a month. This is so delicious, guys. So, guys, as Jamaicans would say, walk good. So I want all of you on this live platform today to take care of yourself and walk good. God bless and have a great weekend.